This is Jim and Zoma Painter. We're the owners of Painter Sun Country Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep in St. George, Utah. We've had the store here for 24 years. We started from scratch. We took the franchise when nobody else wanted it. Now St. George has grown, and it happens to be a very, very choice city, a very choice spot for a franchise, and it has been taken away from us to given to someone who will not pay anything for it, which will include getting all of our customer base, all of our warranty customers, all of our sales customers for absolutely nothing. And by the way, it's been given to a NADA director who was there helping to fight for dealers' rights on those rejected dealers. My wife and I know what it means to make a commitment. We've been married now for 61 years, and we've had 10 children. We have a multitude of grandchildren, but we know what it means to be part of the community and the right to be an American. What Chrysler is basically doing to us is certainly not the way things work in America. But I don't feel right about what's happened, and I'm sure my wife doesn't feel right about this either, and our children have all worked in the dealership since they were very, very small, sweeping floors, washing cars, delivering cars to customers, going other places to get cars on dealer trades. Their whole life is centered around this business, and I feel very sorry for them because it's affected them very, very much. And I just don't know how to ease that pain that they're having right now, because they feel like they're in a foreign country and their rights have been taken away from them the way we feel our rights have been taken away from us.
I have to agree with Jim. Our whole life has been centered around the car business. We were teenagers when Jim's dad and his uncle started the business in Nephi, and as I said, our whole life has been centered around it. We've raised our 10 children in the car business. They've all worked right alongside of their dad and their grandpa, and our main objective has been to teach these kids to be honest and honorable and hardworking citizens of this great land of America. And this isn't an honest or honorable deed that's been dealt to us. This is not America. We still love America. We love it dearly, and we want the rights and the freedoms to be preserved for our children and our multitude of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. We hope to preserve the freedoms that were given to us.
I have never asked for anything except opportunity. I've always felt like this country was the only place where freedom rang, where individuals could have the opportunity to go forward and provide something for their families, for their communities, for their state, and for their nation. We have never, ever actually been given anything except that opportunity, and that's a very wonderful thing that we have been privileged to have. It's been very difficult for us at times, trying to make everything work and going in on a shoestring to do that, but we've made it work. And it's taken a lot of time away from my family, and I just knew how important it was that our family had something that they could fall back on and rely upon as they grew older, and that has been taken away from us. I still can't believe that it's happening here in America, and I certainly hope that it things can soon rectify themselves. Us and all the other Chrysler and GM dealers in this country who are suffering.
They say the things that are important to you, you display them on your walls. This is another example, another picture of our nation's capital, and all this row of flags flying in the wave. We love this country. This is important to us. Another example is our great Declaration of Independence. That graces another wall in our house. This is our family. These are our bicentennial pictures that are important from 1976. Our family was much smaller then. We only had 1, 2, 3, 4 grandchildren. It's increased considerably. But this is each of our children. This is to commemorate the bicentennial. We always wanted to remember it. Our granddaughter painted this picture of the eagle for a project, an art project in school. And she gave it to us and she inscribed on the back, "Thanks Grandma and Grandpa for instilling in me a sense of patriotism and love of our country." And this tells a great story too. George Washington kneeling in prayer for divine help. This is another example of one of our most prized possessions. It's pretty well self-explanatory. This is our 10 children and a pair of baby shoes for each one of them, including a baby picture of them. We love these kids. We love America. We want them always to enjoy the freedoms and the opportunities that we have. They're all hardworking. They've grown up to be exceptionally good kids, even if I say so as their mother.
We don't want to invoke our thoughts and feelings upon our children because they need to make the decisions upon their own selves. They know what they should say, and they know how they feel about this country and about our situation with our dealerships. We are grateful that we've had the opportunity to have this dealership in our family. It's provided a lot of work ethics. It's provided an awfully lot of old sage sayings from my father to my grandchildren, which they all still honor today, this day. It's just not right that they can take this away from us by a envelope that says you're terminated at this date. It's not America. That's not the way we do things, and we hope that we'll have something that will make this right for the people who want to stay in business and have these franchises.
Okay, leaders of America, please pay close attention. I don't think it was ever contemplated the ripple effect that was going to come down from closing these franchises, what kind of an effect it was going to have on families and neighborhoods and communities. We urge you to take serious consideration in restoring the rights to all of these rejected dealers and their families.
It's time, Congress, to take a look at what's happened. You haven't known what's happened before now. Look at these videos, see the devastation that's caused by your actions, by saving GM and Chrysler and not paying any attention to their dealers who have been terminated. This is a terrible thing that's happened in this country. Take care of it now while you've got the chance to do it. Now's the time to do the right thing for the terminated dealers, their families, their employees, and all those who have been affected by this. This is probably the time that you need to vote your conscience for preserving the rights of the citizens of this country.